Hey guys, it's AVI-CHAN, and today I'm going to tell you about my long history with instruments. So as most musicians start, I started with the piano. I was maybe in first grade when my mom took me to witness my brother's piano lessons. Then she asked me if I want to play. I eagerly said, yes, because it looked like fun. I should have eagerly said no, because it was not fun. Our piano teacher was a grumpy old man. He practiced the same pieces every time. And if he caught us not practicing once, he would yell at us. The only thing that was good about these practices is when our mom was late to pick us up, he would let us watch Cartoon Network. Eventually, we just stopped going to piano lessons. Mom just stopped taking us there. So the keyboard we had in our house was untouched for years. That's when I got into 5th grade. They had instruments, real instruments. From 3rd grade, all they gave us were these recorders, and believe me, that was annoying. We got to pick which instrument we wanted to play. Trumpet, trombone, clarinet, or flute. I wanted to play the flute. I have heard people in my church playing the flute so beautifully. So the next time we went to music class, I was assigned the flute. Let me just say, learning the flute is hard. Our music teacher told us that all we had to do was just breathe air into it. I did that and there was no sound. I spent the rest of the period looking like an idiot trying to play a flute. But then, our music teacher invited our class to use our recess time to practice with our instrument. I wasn't really a fan of recess back then. I would spend my recesses reading books, talking with my friends, or playing Pokemon. So I decided to go to the music room with one of my friends. When I told my music teacher I was having trouble with the flute, he was very understanding and taught me a trick into making a sound. He told me to disconnect the bottom part of the flute and to just use the mouthpiece. And he said to cover the end of the mouthpiece and blow. I did all of that and actually made a sound. I got excited. The next time we had music class, the rest of the flutes were having trouble and I was just cruising along. Then people started dropping out of flute. They either went to trombone, trumpet, or clarinet. After a while, I was the only flute left, and my teacher asked if I wanted to move to the clarinet. My friends were there, but I didn't want to leave the flute. But they convinced me that the clarinet was a much easier instrument to learn, so I was dragged over to the dark side. Dun, dun, dun! But I actually learned that the clarinet was really fun. The end. Haha, psych, I ain't finished yet. In 6th grade, we also had a music class. We could pick from the violin, cello, or bass. I chose violin. Then I switched to bass not long after that. After about 2 months playing bass, I switched back to violin. After my experience with all those instruments, I got back into piano. I taught myself, Lean on Me. This is My Father's World and a part of Perfect Harmony from JATP. I'll give you guys like a little sample. Not completely perfect yet. I've decided to completely master the piano before I move on to another instrument. I'm gonna play like a pro one day. Anyway, thanks for watching Animated Storytime today. Tune in next time for more funny and interesting stories. Peace out.